Hi YouTube, Skinny Brit to be here, Christine. What is it, 4 weeks today, update on my RNY gastric bypass. So what's been happening this week? Last week I think when I actually did a video I was actually starting to feel somewhat better, starting to get some energy back, etc. But I'm afraid come Friday morning, I think it was, my energy levels just went to zero again and I started to feel faint. Blood pressure through my boots, etc. So yesterday I thought, right, I had been feeling a little bit better yesterday, so I thought I would still go and get it all checked out with my doctor. Went along and checked with him, etc. Took some details of, readings, etc. and diet and what I've been eating, etc. And I'm not dehydrated. I am obviously on a low-calorie diet. I'm obviously looking reasonably fit and well, etc. And he just assured me that it's almost certainly a case of all my sort of electrolytes and minerals and everything else that sort of circulates in your body sort of going, oh, wow, what's going on here? And they're just all rearranging themselves, etc. Could even be sort of things like low sodium and potassium levels. But he said to give it at least a couple of weeks, see if it sort of dies down, etc. And obviously I'm sort of keeping my liquid and food levels up, etc. Weight loss. What weight loss? Okay, all right, I did lose a bit. I think I've lost 1.25 pounds this week. So somewhere, there's definitely a deficit somewhere of calories in and calories out. And it's certainly not showing up on the scales, but it sure is showing up on the inches. I think I did mention to you before that, that my bras were getting extremely loose and I was in danger of everything falling to the floor. Well, I went and got out one of my very old bras, etc. And my highest, I was in something like a 46H cup, and I was just about managing to stay into that. Well, I've realised that my cup size had definitely gone down, and certainly the under bust measurement was considerably lower. But the only bra I could find that looked as though it was halfway reasonable was, I think it's a 40FF, and I thought, well, I doubt it. Well, I put it on and it fit. So that's from a 46H to a 40FF. Just unbelievable. And my bust, just since surgery, I'm down 2 inches. It's sort of unbelievable. I mean, I've still got an enormous fat suit, but those sort of drops are just sort of unbelievable in the short space of time. So I'm not in the least bit worried about my minimum weight loss. I'm sure it'll come eventually. And added to the fact that my doctor actually said, I was really getting fed up because pre-surgery I always used to go for at least 2 reasonable walks a day, and I've really been missing out on that. Mentally, I'm ready to go, but physically my body just absolutely refuses to budge. Anyway, he said to me, forget the walks for the moment. He said, let's just get everything to stabilise. So, I haven't exactly taken him at his word, because I do feel that there's an element of push, but at the moment I'm not going to push. I'm just listening to my body, and my body obviously hates doing anything at the moment, including food. I've been experimenting with a few different bits and pieces this week. I actually cooked spaghetti bolognese for the family. All the grandkids, etc. came over on Sunday. And I did a savoury mince with a whole lot of peppers and mushrooms and sweet corn and peas and onions and mince and bolognese sauce and tomatoes, etc. And I did look at it and think, do I really want to puree some of that? So I'm supposed to be on mashed food now. And I looked at it and I thought, well, almost everything there is soft. Even the mince had actually broken down into, I think, ground mince, do you call it? In the States, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we call it minced. Most of it had broken down into really small pieces, so I thought, right, I'll take a chance. So I had a couple of tablespoons full of that. And you know, it took me as long to eat my couple of tablespoons as it did for the family to eat an absolutely piled high plate. So there's no question of feeling as though you're left out, because if I had a plate their size, there's no way I would finish it. But the mince went down absolutely gloriously. Okay, chew, 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 which is what took me so long, etc. But it was really nice to feel as though I was eating something resembling proper food. Last night, something that didn't go down quite so well. I've been managing really well with things like scrambled egg with grated cheese in it, etc. And that's gone down an absolute treat. Well, I noticed in the supermarket they had some special chopped pieces of chorizo. And I thought, that would be nice in a bit of scrambled egg. Well, it went down like an absolute lead balloon. It didn't make me sick or anything, but I just felt, ugh. So now whenever I open the fridge door, there's a little bit of the chorizo left, and don't get me wrong, I only had about a teaspoon of these tiny little chopped up pieces. Each piece was only about 1/4 of an inch cube. But boy, did it absolutely stick in my sit on my stomach. And in fact, it was still sitting there when I woke up this morning. But I think it's actually gone down now. It wasn't a case that it was stuck. It was just a sort of unpleasant, uncomfortable feeling in my stomach. Anyway, I shall leave that before I try that again in a hurry. What else? What else? Food. Exercise. No, I think that's about it. 1 1/4 pounds down. Making, I think, a grand total of 11 1/4 in 4 weeks since surgery, which isn't far off what I was losing pre-surgery, so it does make you think a little bit, but perhaps when I actually get moving again. Anyway, thank you everyone, particularly for on my last video. I had so many lovely comments, and I'll try and flash my blue eyes at everybody again this week. I think it maybe they'd come up a bit bluer thanks to the enhancements of the editing program, perhaps. But my husband says I've had very blue eyes, so maybe they really are that colour. Anyway, thank you for all the compliments. It was most unusual for me. Anyway, love you all. Thank you ever so much for your support, and thank you for all my subscribers and all my new ones. Bye for now.